The eufy E21 is the latest baby monitor designed to give parents a hybrid connection to monitor their littles through both a dedicated parent unit and remote mobile viewing. And I'm going to break down everything about this monitoring system from the hardware to the setup. Out of the box, you'll find the E21 camera, the monitor unit, USB-C power cables for each, power adapters, wall mounting hardware, a charging stand for the monitor, and additionally, it comes with a crib mount. Now, depending on your nursery or room setup, you'll be able to let it rest on a flat surface or mount the monitor for a top-down view of the sleep area. The setup for the crib mount is pretty simple and can mount directly along the top of your crib. Now note that it's best used in the early months of your baby's life before they can roll and be able to reach up for that camera. Setup for the camera is super simple. You start by connecting the USB-C power cable to the camera unit and then connect the other end to the power adapter. Once connected to an outlet, the camera and monitor will automatically begin connecting, and then within seconds, you'll have control of the camera. Now, this is a quick and easy setup, which makes it super convenient when you need to travel or set up a monitor option outside of your home. Now, one very important side note that I want to make you aware of before we move on with this overview. The monitor footage that you're going to be seeing is of our daughter who's almost 3. So you might see things in her crib, but it is important to note that for newborns and babies, there should be nothing in the sleep area that includes pillows, blankets, and stuffed animals. Now, unique to the E20 and E21 monitors is the hybrid connection to be able to also monitor on your phone. Now, in theory, you can be at work or abroad and still check in on the feed while your spouse is at home using the other monitoring unit. That's just one use case, right? This can be super handy for babysitters, grandparents, or any situation where you may be out of the house. This is a feature that a lot of parents have wanted for quite some time, and options like this are very, very, very sparse. So this is one of the few quality options out there where you're able to have that hybrid monitoring situation. Now, to set up, you'll simply need to download the eufy Baby app available on iOS and Android. After setting up an account, you'll click Add Device and then select Baby Monitor. Then just follow the on-screen prompts to get connected. Now, it's worth noting that the existing eufy Baby app that's featured here in this overview will be upgraded to the eufy app in the near future, so just keep that in mind. Now, once connected, you'll actually be able to view the feed at a higher quality with access to much of the same features on the parent unit. Getting a quick look at the camera, the E21 is equipped with a 4K lens for higher quality viewing, as well as a super wide field of view. Now, in addition, the camera can pan 330 degrees and tilt 60 degrees for full viewing. On the camera itself is a microphone for continuous audio monitoring, and below that is a micro SD slot. Now, unlike many other options, this can accommodate a class 10 micro SD card up to 128 gigs for onboard memory. Now, at the back is a switch to enable or disable the Wi-Fi functionality, as well as the power button, USB-C charging port, temperature sensor, and the speaker. It's also worth noting that if the camera loses power or is unplugged, it has a battery life of about 9 hours, or if night vision is enabled, it'll last about 5.5 hours or so. Now, in most cases, you're gonna have the camera powered, but in instances where you might have a power outage, you'll be able to still monitor your little, which many other options actually don't have. Once they lose power, they lose the feed. That's not something that you have to worry about here. Next, let's get a quick look at the monitor. Now, this is a 5-inch 720p monitor that can support split screen viewing, which is great for families with twins or multiple littles. Now, to cover off on some basic features here, it has a range of roughly 1,000 feet, along with 12 hours of battery life, and with onboard crying, loud sound, and temperature detection, you can get time-stamped notifications. Getting a look at the functionality, at the top you'll find the power button and volume buttons, which can easily be toggled. By pressing the power button, you can actually put the monitor to sleep, but still have that audio monitoring enabled. Now, one awesome feature worth highlighting here is the active noise reduction technology, or ANR. This is able to filter out unnecessary ambient noises like fans or sound machines while you're using that audio monitoring, especially while you sleep. Now, unlike eufy's past monitors like the Space View or some others on the market, this is going to be a lot quieter, and you can hear it in this comparison. Now on the monitor, you'll also notice a lack of a kickstand, which is unique compared to many other options on the market. That's because it doesn't really need one. With a wider base, the parent unit is much more stable and less susceptible to tipping. And specifically for the E21 model, it comes with a dedicated charging base. Moving toward the right side of the monitor, the circular wheel at the middle allows you to pan and tilt the camera as needed. The menu button at the top left will give you access to a range of preference adjustments, including brightness dimming, alert settings, event viewing, white noise toggling, and other camera settings, including adding additional units. On the bottom left, you'll find the zoom button. For the E21 model, you'll have up to 8 times zoom on the screen. And lastly, on the bottom right is the two-way talk feature, which you can simply hold and talk as needed. Now, to give you a comparison of another similar and popular monitor that we've used in the past, the field of view when mounted at the same level is so much wider on the eufy. But looking at the pictures side by side, they are quite comparable, but you're getting just a little bit more clarity with the eufy on the left. But where everything gets really stepped up is that added hybrid monitoring and viewing remotely. Getting a look at the app, you'll be able to access a few more features as well as higher quality visuals from that 4K lens. Now underneath the feed is the pan and tilt wheel, which you can use very similarly to the dedicated monitoring unit. At the bottom, if you swipe up, you'll be able to see much of the other features that you can access as well. The blue microphone gives you access to that two-way talk by simply holding and speaking. Using the record and screenshot buttons, you can capture small snippets and memories as needed. The autofocus button helps you lock in on the baby's face so you can see particular instances like if the pacifier fell out or if their eyes are open. And the sound button helps you toggle background audio monitoring. The white noise button gives you access to your lullabies and white noise sounds, and you'll also find quick buttons for toggling the automatic night vision, calibrating the camera as needed, and accessing your event history. You can also use the playback function to review event snippets and wakings from the previous night. If we go back into our dashboard, you can access advanced features including smart sock data, sleep analytics history, and so much more. You can always visit eufy.com to get a bunch of amazing monitoring add-ons. So that's a complete look at the eufy E21 baby monitoring system. Whether you're a first-time parent or just looking to upgrade your setup, this is a fantastic addition to any home as it gives you the peace of mind that you need while keeping things simple and reliable.